So what I'm seeing just as far as a fundamental thing is a couple of things. First off, your grip, your right hand is a little under the club, so that's causing a lot of opening and closing for the most part. So what we want to develop is for your grit to be neutral and controlling the club face to where you can just move back and move forward over the ball, and this club face is staying very stable. So when you get it real under like this, you can see a lot of opening and closing just kind of naturally coming through, how it's really closing with a shut face. So you can get away with it, and you'll have days where you chip pretty well when you time everything up. But if we get this right hand more, and then see how much more stable it is, the face isn't necessarily closing so much, so we can just rotate around and rotate through and just let this naturally release so you're not opening and closing so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that and just kind of get comfortable with that grip, and we'll move on to another thing that I kind of see. Okay, so you see how much better that came out, where you're just kind of moving body and you're taking the wrist and basically so much of a timing mechanism out of the short game to where you can just rotate.
Yeah.
So get that right hand a little more. There you go. It's gonna, and you can pinch it too, it'll help you feel it a little bit better. So now you're just rotating back and forward. All right, that's all right. So we want this club basically to feel very shallow and almost brushing the ground. Okay, so you're not gonna have a very down impact at it.
Yeah.
We'll come back here a little bit and we'll talk about it a little more. So just kind of set up here so we can be a little closer to the camera. So when you hit a pull draw, so where the ball is going to start, pretty much 85% of where the ball starts is where the club face is pointing, right?
Yep.
Okay. So for you to hit a draw, your path has to be in to out, and your club face is close to your path, essentially, for you to do that. So when you hit a pull one, that it could mean multiple things. About you could be coming over the top and you're just pulling it that way, or that you have such a shut face that your path just basically can't even out with it. So you're gonna hit your pull draw. So we'll work on that a little bit as well, and just be a little conscious of what we're feeling going through, and talk about certain shots that you're hitting. Okay. So what I'm going to explain to you using this piece of paper is some ball flight walls. Okay, so what causes certain things to happen. So in a perfect world, we would have aiming point. Okay, so if that's straight and we're hitting a straight shot, then our club, let's say this is our club face, is going to be zeroed out with path being right down that line. So at impact, path and club face are completely centered, and that's going to create a straight shot, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so for when we hit it straight and it draws, so we get the draw, that means our club face is still square because the ball is starting at our target, but it hooks away, which means that our club path is going to the right, and the club face is shut to the path, causing it to hook. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So vice versa, with it starting and slicing. Okay, so our club face is still square, but our club path now is moving in that direction to create side spin for it to slice.